The book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. Book of Proverbs, chapter 28 and verse 15. As a roaring lion and a raging bear, so is the wicked ruler over the poor people. All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Habushai, Wahara Kakadash, of the honors of the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen. Some look like the heathen. Begin with the 144,000. Preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom. We here. Alright, we're really about to see the full effect of Project 2025. We already seeing it play out. But guess what? All those who are against Trump and try to take him down and going against him politically and just speak opposite of what he says and against what he's doing. 22 hours ago, Politico, we can't delay anymore. Trump urges Bonnie to prosecute his rivals. You see that? Quote, we can't delay anymore, end quote. Trump urges Bonnie to prosecute his rivals. We're about to witness the real wrath of the elites of Esau Edom, man. All right? We're about to witness the full wrath of the elites of Esau Edom, man. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. And verse 9. Let none of us go. Let's start at 8. Let us crown, this to my Esau, let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Right? Hey, so Esau want to do everything he need to do before he goes out of power. Remember, he knows he has but a short time. Esau knows that he has an end date, but Esau knows that with the end date, he has to speed up. All right, and this is Yahweh Shema Shai putting the spirit on these elites through Trump to speed things up. The wrath and the anger of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. Okay, so we're witnessing the end of America. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. For this is our portion, and our lot is this. Right? So Esau got to fulfill his side of prophecy, man. Doing his kingdom. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged, the Israelites. And also just the poor people who are struggling now. Okay, those who speaking up right, widows, fatherless, and the elderly. Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings, right? Us as a hopeful elect is against this new world order and this wickedness in which they are pushing. The hopeful elect of Israel. And also you got members, you got Edomites who are also against Esau, against the agenda of the elites. Okay, and this is who Esau is ready to come down upon ASAP. So we're in a time where, Yahweh Shema Shai been having us say, by way of the Holy Spirit, that these last few months, it's going to be crazy in 2025, 2026 going to be brutal, man. All right? So anybody that's against what this new world order, what the elites got going on through Trump and what he's speaking, they're moving quick, man. All this Project 2025 was the real deal. But they downplayed it, man. So they're fulfilling it. All right. It says, he upbraideth us with our offending the law and objective to our infamy, the transgressings of our education. Right? So, hey, we're totally against what they pushing, man. All right. You see, he professeth to have the knowledge of God, Yahweh, and he called himself the child of the Lord. He was made to reprove our thoughts, and this is what we do, man. All right, we correct these devils, man. All right, he is grievous unto us, even to behold, for his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion, and they are wicked. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits, and y'all are counterfeits. Hey, you're actually antichrist, and there'll be many antichrists, meaning anti-righteous. You're anti-righteousness, and the true counterfeit, and you're not the true Christians, man. Even though I don't like that term, but hey, that was put upon us, though it was a derogatory term used in Syria, okay, by the Edomites who were ruling. All right, it says we are esteemed of him as counterfeits. Right, most definitely, you are not the true believers of Yahweh Shema Shai. You are not the true believers of the Bible, and you Yahuds are not the true Israelites. Y'all are Edomites as well. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his Father. It says, let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of God, Yahweh, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of the enemies. Right? So we about to see Yahweh Shema Shai come in and deliver the true Israelites, the true Christians, the true believers of Yahweh Shema Shai, take down America and their hypocrisy, man. All right? So Esau knows he has a short time, and he's really coming, man. All right? They coming. I'm going to play like 3 videos, and that's going to be it. So, hey, be ready for anything, man. Hey, the persecution, all of that, man. We here. They're ready.
Turning now to the Trump administration, President Trump urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to prosecute his political enemies in a post on social media this weekend. As CBS's Christian Benavides reports, this comes as a U.S. attorney in Virginia is out of a job over pressure to bring charges against New York Attorney General Letitia James.
President Trump has nominated White House aide Lindsey Halligan to be the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia after a falling out with the current U.S. Attorney. That office has been investigating New York Attorney General Letitia James over alleged mortgage fraud, but no charges have been brought forward. On social media, the president posted a message directed to Attorney General Pam Bondi, urging action against former FBI Director James Comey, California Senator Adam Schiff, and James.
They were ruthless and vicious. I was impeached twice. I was indicted 5 times. It turned out to be a fake deal. And we have to act fast. One way or the other. One way or the other. They're guilty. They're not guilty. We have to act fast.
Last month, the FBI raided the home of Trump critic and former National Security Advisor John Bolton, just one of many political foes now being probed by the DOJ. Today, the president is preparing to attend memorial services for conservative activist Charlie Kirk in Arizona.
He was unbelievable. He had just an army of young people that loved him so much. I mean, they're devastated right now. Everybody's devastated. So we're going tomorrow, and we'll be flying in, and we'll say some little words, but there are no words to really describe what happened.
The Department of Homeland Security has designated the service as a Level 1 security event on par with the Super Bowl. Hundreds of state, federal, and local law enforcement will work side by side, with the U.S. Secret Service taking the lead. Security measures include uniformed and plainclothes officers, drones, and 300 cameras for surveillance and counterterrorism sniper teams. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
Got another.
President Donald Trump urged Attorney General Pam Bondi to prosecute his political enemies in a post on social media this weekend. And as Christian Benavides reports, a U.S. attorney in Virginia is out of a job over pressure to bring charges against New York's Attorney General.
President Trump has nominated White House aide Lindsey Halligan to be the U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of Virginia after a falling out with the current U.S. Attorney. That office has been investigating New York Attorney General Letitia James over alleged mortgage fraud, but no charges have been brought forward. On social media, the president posted a message directed to Attorney General Pam Bondi, urging action against former FBI Director James Comey, California Senator Adam Schiff, and James.
They were ruthless and vicious. I was impeached twice. I was indicted 5 times. It turned out to be a fake deal. And we have to act fast. One way or the other. One way or the other. They're guilty. They're not guilty. We have to act fast.
Last month, the FBI raided the home of Trump critic and former National Security Advisor John Bolton, just one of many political foes now being probed by the DOJ. Today, the president is preparing to attend memorial services for conservative activist Charlie Kirk in Arizona.
He was unbelievable. He had just an army of young people that loved him so much. I mean, they're devastated right now. Everybody's devastated. So we're going tomorrow and we'll be flying in and we'll say some little words, but there are no words to really describe what happened.
The Department of Homeland Security has designated the service as a Level 1 security event on par with the Super Bowl. Hundreds of state, federal, and local law enforcement will work side by side, with the U.S. Secret Service taking the lead. Security measures include uniformed and plainclothes officers, drones, and 300 cameras for surveillance and counterterrorism sniper teams. Christian Benavides, CBS News.
All right, now if you're paying attention, you got Trump said, hey, they got to act fast, right? Notice all the people that he's going after are against what he's pushing and are against his talking points, and also we're ready to expose him. See, CK wanted the Epstein list to come out. He was pushing for that. Hey, CK was talking against the Israelis. So he was miraculously taken out, right? Or out of the blue taken out. What a shocker, right? But remember, they got to act fast. They want to silence everybody that's going against them. All right? CK was wanted to know these things and expose these things, man. All right? Because he wanted, the truth to come out concerning these things. Well, you tie that in with him showing himself up at his homegoing service and them uplifting this man as if they really cared about him. But what they did was they silenced him. And what they're showing is that anybody that's coming against them and what they're pushing, really this New World Order and what they believe in, this is what they're going to do, man. That's all it is. All right? This is all it is. The persecution, man. All right? That's all it is. All right? And this was done openly, man. Okay? And you see the type of uproar it got. So, hey, they're killing so many birds with one stone, you see. And they want to so-called silence everybody. There ain't no so-called. They want to silence everybody that's talking against CK. But really, it's they want to silence everybody that's talking against Trump, this Project 2025, and this New World Order. That's what it is. All right? Now let's play this one.
As Trump posts on Truth.
Remember, they want to act fast, man. And they started with CK. It's all a part of the plan. And we'll close out with the persecution, man, in Revelation 6.
Donald Trump is calling out his own Attorney General, Pam Bondi, for a lack of legal action by the DOJ in prosecuting his own perceived enemies. He posted...
Right, so he putting that pressure on Attorney General Pam Bondi openly. And notice all of these news stations are saying the exact same things, playing the exact same clips, man. So they mean business, all right?
Just last hour, quote,
Pam, I have reviewed over 30 statements and posts saying that essentially same old story as last time, all talk, no action, nothing is being done. What about Comey, Adam Shifty Schiff, Letitia, question mark, question mark, question mark? They're all guilty as hell, but nothing is going to be done. We can't delay any longer. It's killing our reputation and credibility. Ellie and Torre are still here with us to try and make sense of that. So, Ellie, does...
You see that? They are in a hurry to shut these people up and take them out, man. What you think they're going to do whatever, they're ready to do with everybody else. Most definitely us, the men of the Lord. The true believers of Yahweh Shema Shah. Ain't nobody expose them more than the men of Yahweh Shema Shah. And that's what they can't have. Because see, the more of this exposure that's coming out, it's keeping people away. Mainly the Israelites, the elect, but hey, it's also keeping Edomites away from following this new world order, man.
Trump sound nervous to you?
And you even got Edomites talking about the Bible and what's coming, but though they offering a whole lot of things they don't understand, but some things they got right. But what they got right is how wicked this place really is. They're starting to wake up to see, going into the Isaiah 25, I think starting like the 6th verse, going down to the 7th, 8th verse. In this mountain, they shall remove the covering, cast from all the people. You see? So ultimately it's going to the kingdom, but hey, it's starting here. So people are starting to wake up and see what's going on. And they can't hide that. The elites can't hide that, man. All right? Because in order for them to bring forth their new world order and for people to bow the knee, they need for people to not know so they can deceive and seduce people and break people down to serving Esau, man, this beast system, and ultimately taking the MOTB, man.
I don't know that he's nervous as much as frustrated with his attorney general because she has not gone after these people he disfavors. I mean, this is, look, I sort of have become numb to a lot of things Trump posts on Truth Social. I just, whatever, move past. But this is a big deal. I mean, he's overtly, explicitly, publicly telling his attorney general, I want to see indictments of these 3 people. Now, we know from the reporting that this attorney general, who was fired according to Trump or quit, whatever, Eric Sieber, a veteran prosecutor who had been nominated by Trump, looked at this case and concluded the evidence was not sufficient. Todd Blanche, according to the reporting, the deputy AG, who I've known for a long time, who represented Trump criminally, he said he didn't think there was enough evidence to charge Letitia James. And Trump's view here is sort of, who cares? Plow ahead. Let's get the indictment and worry about it later.
Yeah, highly frightening. As you said, 2 people looked at this and said,
he don't care. He just want them out the way because they in his way. They're in the elite's way.
There is not enough evidence to charge her, and that's just 2 people on top. I'm sure all the under people
and also I hate to say it, but 2 kind of Trump loyalists, right? I mean, it's one thing if they were objective, but people who are appointed by Trump who are willing to say to the president, we've got nothing. We don't have a leg to stand on.
Have clearly already gotten the message. We want to arrest her. We want to see her bracelets. We want to put her on trial. And they can't fight. We can't do it. There's no case against her. Still keep trying. That's dictatorship.
Well, whenever Trump has outbursts like this, especially someone who's a loyal ally, but who other MAGA allies like Laura Loomer have urged him to get rid of Pam Bondi because she's got some enemies, I can't help but to look at it as a distraction. And there's been so much.
This is a distraction?
Well, he's trying to distract.
From what? From this?
From everything.
Wait, what is he? No, pointing a finger at Pam is distracting from what he's trying to do to Letitia.
Yeah, because I think he's trying to distract from Epstein because Epstein was starting to get a little more safe, and he now is because Alex Acosta, his appointee. Do you think that the story was starting to lose a bit of steam, Epstein, and he is still trying to compensate? That's my view.
I mean, it's all about the smokescreen for Epstein. But where I thought you were going, where we might go, is that when he starts attacking Pam, do MAGA people start to say, oh, we are also on the menu, so we can't just go with whatever he says, because eventually the scythe will come for you too. So you have to stand up for your own principles.
Right, because, he been lying the whole while. He been showing you that. Remember, he could come up against his own people. The MAGA supporters already turning against him. And Trump already told you, if you ain't with him, then you against him. All the way. Remember, he put loyalists in positions, man. People that's going to do what he say, don't question what he say and do. And these are the type of people, not only within his political circle, but those out here in America to do as well, man. You MAGA supporters, hey, he don't want y'all to question him, just follow him. But see, he leaving y'all down a path of destruction, man. And just like they said, it's leaving MAGA supporters to say, hold on, he could come after us. They are. All right? They are. They coming after everybody, man. All right? If you don't get down with the program, hey, the persecution. This persecution is for the Israelites. Us so-called Negroes, Native American Indians, Hispanics, Latinos, Jamaicans, and Haitians. But in the midst of that, it's also anyone who does not agree with what they got going on, man.
Ultimatum of sorts to the Attorney General, right? I mean, it doesn't take a lot to understand what he's saying here. I think everyone should understand that replacing the U.S. Attorney in Eastern District of Virginia, or even maybe, I mean, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but hypothetically replacing Pam Bondi, none of that improves the evidence in your case. And the reason that Todd Blanche, who's he was by Trump's side, defended him at the criminal trial. The reason Todd Blanche is not on board with this is because he was a prosecutor right here in New York, and he knows you're going to have to go to a grand jury. You're going to have to, if you can somehow get past the grand jury, and we don't know the evidence really on Letitia James, I mean, we would just be speculating, but he knows enough to know, then you're going to have to go to a judge, then you're going to have to go to a jury, then you're going to have to go to an appeal. And look, Todd was raised the same way I was, almost the same time at the SDNY, and you don't bring a case if you don't have the goods. So I think that's the reasonable conclusion. But changing up the personnel...
I was going to say, like, I don't want to even get into the details of the evidence or the merits of the case. The President of the United States is openly telling on a social media post that he wants his Attorney General to prosecute political opponents, Adam Schiff, Letitia James, and James Comey, who's not even in public service anymore, a private American citizen. I don't understand how this is not. I mean, this just happened, but it's alarming. It's vengeful. It's retribution.
There's no real evidence.
Correct.
Yeah.
He says,
I think it is alarming to a lot of people.
Publicly.
But one of the things that I think Trump is sort of good at is keeping people in his circle who, he gives a lot of power to, but who are also at risk themselves.
Yeah.
They're very vulnerable. And Pam Bondi is not beloved by all of MAGA. That's been the case for quite a while now.
Her at these cabinet meetings, and she looks, I mean, just her performance is awful. The way she kind of talks to the president, does this kind of dear leader thing.
But that aside, they're cool with a lot of that. I mean, she has people under her, including Bongino and others who we know there's tension there. A lot of the right-wing podcasts, infrastructure, ecosystem, they do not like her. I mean, they call her all kinds of names if you listen to them, and very little respect for her. And so I think he knows that she's kind of hanging on to this thing. In some people's view, a little bit by a threat.
And what has he asked her to do? Not on True Social, not in public, that she won't do.
Yeah.
That is the question.
There's got to be a fracture at some point. Yeah. One of them has got to say, this is too far. My children will read about this. My grandchildren will know what I did. I cannot just sacrifice my entire... there's got to be somebody who has some conscience at some level.
You mean like Ted Cruz? Because he obviously, he got humiliated during the election season. What happened to him? He fell in line. Lindsey Graham. What did happen to him? They all fall in line. That's the problem. They all fall in line.
Go ahead.
This will be a test for Pam Bondi because, again, going back to the last administration, there were instances where Trump had public outbursts. He wanted John Kerry indicted, for example. He wanted Obama indicted. But Bill Barr, again, not to defend Bill Barr too much, but he just ignored it. It was he just waited for the tantrum to sort of go away. But when Trump puts on True Social, we can't delay any longer. I mean, that's
you're not in public life to capitulate when Trump says this sort of stuff, and you can't see this is wrong.
You see, you really can't see this is wrong, and they are doing this publicly. We have to act fast, he said. All right, act fast. Trump demands Bondi pursue enemies if they're guilty or not. You see. So, hey, they're doing this publicly, man. It don't matter if they got the evidence or not, man. All right? So, hey, this persecution going to be serious. All right? So, it don't matter if they got evidence or not, man. So, hey, that's another reason why Howard Shah said, hey, don't meditate on what to say. But let's get that next, Father Howard's will. Let's get this Revelation 6. And let's start at verse 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God Yahweh, and for the testimony which they held, right? The doctrine, the teaching, the gospel, the truth. These are the Israelites, the elect. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, holy and true, doest thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth. And white robes were given unto every one of them. And it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season until their fellow servants also, and their brethren that should be killed as they were, should be fulfilled. You see, that's the persecution, man. All right, that's the persecution. All right, going to prison, being locked up. All right. Hey, that's why Yahweh Shah said, they should not be able to gainsay, or resist. All right, because hey, they don't care what the situation is, man. All right, they just want you persecuted, shut up, and taken out. All right. Luke 21, and let's start at verse 12. Matter of fact, let's start at 10. You guys should start. Well, let's start at 8. Why the hell about Shema Shai? We'll start at 7. And they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? All right, now you go to Matthew 24 and you read from there. Then you go here, so you'll get exactly what's being talked about. Is going into what would be the signs of the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed. If you got many people popping up, and there's going to be many more popping up, claiming that they sent by Yahweh Shema Shai, that they sent by the Lord, that they are the true saviors, man. Most definitely Esau. Okay, going to that time of deception. Remember, they shall deceive many. Remember, those who don't bow the knee, get down with this program, they're going to take you out. We just read it. And the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. We're witnessing all these things play out, and it's increasing. All right, everything is lined up according to prophecy. And great earthquakes shall be in different places, and we're seeing that. And famines and pestilences and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. And we're seeing these things. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. You see, for his name's sake. Hey, those will be slain for the testimony of Yahweh Shema Shai. Now, this happened before, but it's happening again. All right, but this time it's going to be worse than the first time. And this shall turn to you for a testimony. You see? That word testimony, that witness again. Just like Revelation 6. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what you shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. So you see, it don't matter what we try to meditate on, it's not going to work. All right? Yahweh Shema Shai can put a spirit on us to say what need to be said. Okay, with that being said, we can't defend ourselves, man. It ain't gonna be nothing. No, I ain't say that, or no, y'all lying. No, it ain't gonna be none of that. Because remember, they don't care if it's true or not. They don't care if the evidence there or not. All right? So it ain't no defending ourselves. Yahweh Shema Shai gonna defend us. All right? Hey, Yahweh Shai didn't buck up against them. You know? It says, because Yahweh Shai did the same thing. He ain't said nothing. It says, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kin folks and friends, and shall cause some of you, and some of you shall their cause be put to death. Hey, so a family member is going to be pressured to turn on us, man. False brethren, people that know us, you know, or people that think they know us, neighbors, but they knows the lying asses. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, for the true teaching, for the doctrine of Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, for the truth. But there shall not an hair on your head perish, and your patience possess your souls. You see? So going into the hairs of the elect not perishing, that's because they will not take part in the second death when you get that Revelation 2 and 10. We'll close out, man. Fear none of Yahweh shall speaking, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, the slanderer, the false accuser, Esau shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation for 10 days, meaning a certain amount of days, a perfected amount of days, even unto death, or Yahweh shall cause some miracle to happen and some of us be released. Now, they're not going to get all of us, they're going to get some of us. It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. You see that? He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches. Hey, these churches today, it's not just a 7 in which Yahweh Shai was talking to John concerning relaying the message to back then, but the 7 churches, with 7 goes into a complete number, which is talking about the churches of Yahweh Shema Shai to date. Okay, primarily over here in America, okay? It ain't talking about First Baptist, and it ain't talking about that bull crap. It's talking about the men that's out on the highways and the hedges, okay? Teaching the truth of the Bible. That's the church, man. That's the gathering. That's the altar. All right, the altar in Egypt. That's in Isaiah 9. All right? He that has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit said unto the churches. That's the true believers. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. And that's the judgment day, the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai and the angels, along with the missiles, nuclear missiles to destroy America, man. That's the second death. The first death with a flood. But I just wanted to hit this real quick through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. A lot going on, a lot being said, and it's right here in our faces, man. They moving, man, and they coming. Stay prayed up in the names of Yahweh Shema Shai. Shalom.